Well, hello everybody, welcome back. And while we gaze at some lovely sweet peas growing up my living willow arch as it is now, I thought I'd just tell you about this video. It's all about the sweet corn. I did a little experiment with sweet corn. Some are in the polytunnel, some are outside. The video shot 10 days apart, so you'll see the difference of how they've grown in 10 days. Well, you will if you stay to the end. All right, so that's what it's about. Look at them. Beautiful, isn't it? Right, on to the sweet corn. Right, so we're going to try a little sweet corn experiment. These were sown on the 6th of May, now the 10th of June, so they've grown on really well. I use the pre-chitting method recommended by Gang and Peanut over on his channel. I've got 12 in this this bed, spaced about a foot apart. So hopefully that'll be all right for them. And these are obviously in the polytunnel. And they're in between the two doors. So hopefully we'll get enough wind pollination for them. And if not, I can always knock them around a bit and get them to pollinate in here. So that's those. Oh, I was going to measure the height, wouldn't I? Hang on, I'll go and get a tape. Right, I've got a tape now. These are, at the highest leaf, what's that? 16 inches, 40 centimeters. So that's them in here. Looking really nice, actually, really green. Happy days. So let's go and look at the ones I've put out in the outside beds. Right, so these are the others in the outside bed, and they looked a little bit yellower, I got to admit. I had given them a dose of the Vitex, I think it's Q4 fertilizer. I put some of that around and watered that in. I've put a few stakes here just in case the wind gets really bad, but I have put a bit of mesh and wind netting up that end just to try and protect them a bit, but the wind on this site is terrible. Anyway, how tall are these? Ooh, they're not quite so tall. They're about, concentrate on what you're doing. Right, they're about 15 inches, 38 centimeters, so not a great deal in it. But what I did notice, top tip for next time, is this one here. I don't know if you can see. I think when I was transplanting, I was a little bit array with some of the earth, and I got a bit of earth down in the folds there, and it doesn't seem to like it. So if you're transplanting sweet peas, oh dear, sweet corn, don't chuck earth down inside them because he doesn't like it. All right, so there we go. That's them in the ground. They've been actually in these beds about a week and a half, but this is the first time I got around to filming it. And as you can see, the wind is affecting these quite a bit, but that might make them strong, mightn't it? And long term, they might be better. So there we go. Sweet corn, inside, outside. Time will tell which does best. So if you want to see, subscribe along, and you'll have all this wonderful content to watch. Right, that's it for this one. Right, so these are the sweet corn now in the polytunnel 10 days later from the first video, and as you can see, grow. Oh, look at them. I've just measured them and they are almost exactly twice the size that they were 10 days ago, at 32 inches 80 centimeters. So that's them. But interestingly, I don't know, the ones nearest the door, so they're getting the most, well, I say most ventilation, a good lot of ventilation. They're a little bit shorter, not by a lot, but there they are, 10 days later, twice the size. Really nice, big in the stem, clean around the stem. I'm deep watering them twice a week, and they've also had another feed of Q4 fertilizer and obviously weeding, but I've had, to my knowledge, no insect damage at all. The leaves are a lovely green color, so I'm hoping we can have some great sweet corn out of these. So let's go and have a look, see how the ones outside have done. Right, so these are the outside ones, and there again, I've just measured them, and they're only about 2 inches taller than they were 10 days ago. But they have got a better color to them now. I did give them another top dressing of Vitax Q4. I've only watered these manually once. We've had enough rain to do the rest. Stupidly, when they were yellow, I did give them a mulch of grass clippings, thinking they would help, and they're quite high in nitrogen from what I understand. But I think all that did was bring in bugs, and it just didn't seem to work. So I've scraped all that off now. The one right at the end that I said I got earth down in the leaves when I planted it, that's looking really poor. I don't know if it's that, or whether, if we have a little look down here, it's had a bit of damage right down the bottom, I guess by something eating it. And we've got a little bit more damage the other side as well, so I'll just pop around the other side. You can have a look at that. Right, I've got in real close to this one, and you can see that big black hole in the bottom. I found some sort of, oh, I don't know what it was really, almost like a giant larvae thing burrowing away in there. So that got dispatched, but the plant seems to be all right. You know, it's looking fairly green. These are all, I'm getting a little bit of something on the leaves. Hang on, let's hold it still. Opening up, splitting, not too sure what that is or what's causing it. I mean, this is the first time I've grown sweet corn, so if anybody's got any suggestions or ideas to improve, please stick them in the comments. But there they are. I thought that was quite interesting. The ones inside have grown twice as much. It's doubled in size in 10 days, whereas these have only grown by 2 inches. Whether that's purely down to the heat or lack of quite severe wind, which we do get up here, I'm not too sure. But that's the only difference, is obviously the shelter in the polytunnel, the extra heat, and although I open the doors every day, double doors, so they get plenty of ventilation, they're obviously not getting the wind battering that we sometimes get up here. All right, so that's a little update, and I'll keep updating again as they grow away on, and we'll end up with a final conclusion. Right, that's it for the second video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Cheers and gone.